Yo, what up? It's Say My Name.
Guys, this is Riot Tech.
This is Blunts and Blondes.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy T Wayne.
And you're watching TRILLVO.com.
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 TRILLVO.com, you dig? Let's get it! Gang, 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 gang. Bitch, I'm...
What's up guys, this is Victoria. We're here on this month's local Lowdown. We're here to get the lowdown on all your Houston locals. With me, I have Richie Skinner, better known as Rager Rabbit. How are you doing today?
Great. I'm
Good?
doing awesome. How are you?
That's awesome. Awesome. So tell me about Rager Rabbit. Like, where'd that name come from?
It honestly came from my friends pressuring me into coming up with a name because I DJ'd for a while just like at parties and stuff, and we were just always hanging out, and I was just mixing the music I liked and what they liked, and they'd just be like, yeah, play that song, and then, I mean, we were just chilling one day, and they're like, you need to come up with a name if you're gonna, like, try to get into DJing, because I made a few mixes, and it was just for me to listen to, and for them to just listen to, and then we were just hanging out in my garage, and I had this little table that said Roger Rabbit. And it was like, you know, just that dumb Roger Rabbit thing. But I already had something along the lines of Rager that I was trying to think of, and then it just like popped in my head, like Rager Rabbit. Like that's exactly what I want to do, like that type of music. It'll fit like the, you know, persona I'm going for, like something raging, like heavy.
Yeah, dark. And I like the logo. It's like really dark. It's like Donnie Darko.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, my friend and I put it together one day, and then just came up with that.
It looks
like,
cool.
yes.
It looks really scary whenever it's like strobing on the screen.
Yeah, no, that's a cool logo. I like it for sure.
So you started doing like house parties. Is that like how you got into like music and DJing and all that stuff?
Not really. It was me, like, I've always been into EDM since I was in high school, and so
What was your first show?
My first show was Nero in 2000. Was it 11? 2011 they came through, I think. And then I went to my first stereo show. It was like Flux Pavilion at the end of May in like 2012, and that was right after I graduated, or right before I graduated. And like that was a big show because all my friends were there and everything, and that was a good night. Yeah.
I remember my first show. I think it was Cosmic Gate. It was like some trance show, and I was just like, I was like, this is intense, but I'm enjoying it. I like stereo.
I've seen them like 4 or 5 times.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So about Rager Rabbit, like, what would be 3 songs that you would like use to describe Rager Rabbit?
I mean, 3 songs that I would say that I would enjoy playing most, that would output what I would try to recreate would probably be Fizo and I can't remember the other one. Sheer Cold is the title of the song, and then Sudden Death has a song called Deceiver that I play quite a lot.
How does it go?
You know, like any song that's just like. Oh my god, I can't even recreate that noise. You know, you just have to throw your hands up, you know? Yeah. Oh my god, I can't do that again.
Let's do one more.
You know, I always have a trappy style I have to throw in a little bit, and like that one mashup I have, it's like the Jotaro mashup with Click Clack.
Ooh,
and it's just like super bassy, trappy, but has like that dub style within it. That's like something I kind of like and go for when I play my music.
Yeah, I've listened to some of your mashups and they're really good. Like your SoundCloud mashups are really great. You have a really good ear. So do you think you'll like get into producing and like more into that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I produce a little bit, like just kind of low key, like nothing, you know, I've put out there. I've done, you know, a few things I've sent to some friends and just, you know, yeah, it's cool, you should finish that. And I'll go back and find things that I can add and it ends up being better. So it's like I'm trying to, you know, get a collection of things and then maybe try to push it all out at once.
Yeah, I heard like a lot of DJs will like have multiple work in progresses because they're just like, I'm tired of listening to this, so I'm just gonna work on something else.
No, that's kind of how it is. Like I have, you know, like 3 or 4 things I'll be working on in one morning, and then just kind of play around with the same songs I've been working on for that whole week, and then remember a song I worked on 2 weeks ago and go back and be like, oh yeah, this song was awesome, I need to finish this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have like a lot of like heavy influences in your music?
Yes.
What are your top favorite 3 DJs?
I would have to say Seven Lions is like the number 1 DJ that got me into DJing in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, what year? I don't even remember what year it was. It was like 2013. He came and he pulled off a show that I've never even seen. I've never seen anyone drop something every 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, and that was something I always wanted to see in a DJ, like someone that was able to just consistently just throw down bangers. And I was like, I want to do that. Like, I want to be able to DJ just like that. And so like it just pushed me into DJing even more. And then I guess number 2. Oh, so hard.
I know. There's so many good DJs out there.
Number 2, I mean, I would have to say Hero Bust. He's definitely...
That beautiful specimen.
Yeah, he's honestly like one of the most humble people I've met. Like I got to do a little meet and greet thing in Austin. One of my friends like won the meet and greet on Instagram.
That's really cool.
And like pulled me and a few other friends along, and like we talked to him for like 30 minutes and just chilled, and he was just super chill. He talked about just normal stuff, and then talked about, you know, producing and all that.
Nice.
And then, oh gosh, number 3. So hard. Gosh. There's so many people that I like. It's just so hard. I'll just throw out there.
What about the dude on your hat?
I mean, Virtual Riot. Fuck yeah. I mean, he's number 3. I'll have to say Virtual Riot.
Yeah.
I mean, Virtual Riot, yes, and then like it's. I mean, sometimes I don't like to say it, but Skrillex, you know, like was a super strong influence. Like when I first got into it, because it was like the 2nd or 3rd song I heard. But it's like Virtual Riot, Bass Nectar, Skrillex are all like right there. Like 3.
Oh yeah.
They like the Virtual Riot. He's definitely someone that another person that helps me with my producing. Like he's hands down like one of my favorite sound design. Almost Sudden Death. They have a similar kind of style.
Man, I love Skrillex. Skrillex is like my number 1 DJ, so don't feel bad.
Yeah.
People are always
No.
just like, oh my god,
I mean, it's
Skrillex.
like that's the. I hate that that's like kind of the persona. Like, oh yeah, Skrillex is my favorite DJ, but like, I mean, he's really good at what he does. Like he's puts something out there that's different than what anyone else has created. Like he's up the level on different types of
I totally agree.
Yeah.
He's definitely changed dubstep and like how people produce music.
Yeah, and the way it's arranged as well. Like he's put in a certain way on the arrangement of it too. Yeah.
Agreed. So my final question is, what do you think about the local scene in Houston and like how has it changed over the years? You said you've been in the scene for like quite a while, so like.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the way of the music and the way of, you know, the DJs that have come through, it's always I feel like it's changing constantly, you know. It's always gonna change, but like since I saw, you know, it was always like, you know, housey type trance music, and then the DJs were, you know, playing house music, and there was a few, you know, like Parker and a few of the other guys that would just drop like heavy bass music and stuff, and I would be like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Like, that's what I was doing at home, was dropping the bass music, so it was cool to always see the guys like getting into it
Yeah.
and seeing the progression of the bass music kind of
Like come over, yeah.
yeah, like it was. I remember electro dub trap step the first time it was ever not electro dub trap step. Like,
Yeah, that was.
what is that?
I remember that actually.
And
I
then
remember.
and then trapology and
Yes.
stuff like that.
And that was state of bass. And all
Yeah,
stuff
it was
like
cool
that.
because it was like you got to see the other genres that normally didn't have the recognition that I felt like they deserved.
Agreed.
So within the last 2 years, it's definitely progressed to bass music, dub, trap, you know, to being up front, and then I mean, house music. Everyone always enjoys house music.
Yeah,
You don't have to
agreed.
shuffle like. It's always nice to throw it in there every now and then. Like when I play earlier sets, I'll start with house and then progress into my heavier stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you for your interview. I got definitely informed, and I love that I know a lot more about you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like I know more about myself from this interview too.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. This time next month, we're going to be interviewing Angie Costco for Women's Month, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, thank you guys.